you're getting in, get going. Suppose I better log into the remote control. All right, we got a load of people in. We got 199. We have 200 playing. Hi from Manute. Oh, big up Manute. Love Manute. That noise is very annoying. Anyway, right. We are going to get started. So, for anybody who hasn't done this before, prepare yourself. Okay, which of these is a fine grade of flour used for pizza dough? AA, 00, FF, or PP? PP? Sorry, couldn't resist. I'm a giant child. You can, the questions populate on the app. You can either run whatever you're running in the background or get a second device. Oh, weird. I thought this was going to be a tap in for the start. It's 00, 0, 0, 0. Well, that's way too loud. Hold on. Lower that. The quickest to get it. Eminem. Is that a new person? Hattie and Kestrel. Kestrel's certainly not new. They've been around a bit. Alright. Early social media site Bebo's name. What did it stand for? Be everywhere, be open, be everyone but one. Brilliant, excellent bits online. Blog early, blog often. And yes, I had a Bebo account back in the day. If everyone remembers. Used to love it. Oh, kind of disappeared. I think they got bought out by Facebook or one of the others. But the answer to this one is blog early, blog often. 199 people answered. Fastest, good, regular, Rian Davey, JJ, and time for a shot. Clinton Fandango. Can you hear me, Clinton Fandango? Guessing worked. Sometimes it does. Best potatoes. Bebo, far before your time, and you're nearly 20. Nearly 20, you old thing. Okay, put these words in the order of how they appear in Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. World, Tiger, Tonight, Live. So we need all four of them in order. Let's go. Sorting question. I always have one or two of these. Okay, about half of you got it in time, but how many of you got it right? Only 35. Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive, and the world turning inside out, and so on. Theatre couple. Hold on. The full theatre couple. Normally it's half the theatre couple. Does this mean theatre couple are in as a pair? Fantastic. Shane's here usually, and Ellie Belly with the bonuses. Well done. All right. Which French club are the current holders of the European Rugby Champions Cup? What used to be the Heineken Cup? Toulouse, Racing, Bordeaux, or Perpignan? You're both here. Excellent. Love that. Calm down, Sean Wallace. I wish I could sing as well as Sean. Okay, who are the current holders? So Toulouse have won it the most. So a lot of you probably went for that. But this year, it was Bordeaux, or last year. Oh, Rose gets the sport question right. Always knew she was a closet rugby fan. Cheyenne and Beto. What number was the title of Adele's debut studio album? Remember, with numbers, you have to press enter afterwards. We need to press enter. So many questions are split 50-50. Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. Alright. That was 19. 19. Bonuses, Antonia. Cheyenne. And she's here. Finally, we have attracted Phoebe Buffet's alter ego, Princess Consuela Banana Hammock. Okay. What was the name of the title character in the new Game of Thrones spin-off, The Night of the Seven Kingdoms? Edmund the Strong, Christopher the Kingmaker, Duncan the Tall, or Gerald the Brave? Okay, everyone's in. It's the Tales of Dunk and Egg. Duncan the Tall. The book's great, by the way. They were done as short stories and they compiled them. It's really interesting. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Antonia, Clinton Fandango, and Enda with the bonuses. All right. Grevy's is a species of what African mammal? Right, Grevy's is a species of what African mammal? We want the first letter here. Okay, only 32 if you got this right. It's a zebra. Grevy's, plains, and something else are the three main species, I think. Claw, Soapy Finch, and Duffingham. Is that 3 new people getting bonuses? Well done. Okay. Vaduz is the capital of which country? Liechtenstein, Malta, Luxembourg, or Andorra? Finally, some geography. You're back. So, what is the capital? What Vaduz is the capital of which? It is Liechtenstein. 127 of you got that right. Malta is Valletta, Andorra is Andorra la Vella, and Luxembourg is it just Luxembourg? Max, the man who normally wins this, Rion Davey and Matthew. Which of the Shire not doing well? Don't worry, we're all here for fun, not for doing well. A whitesmith traditionally used what metal? So what do they work? Copper, tin, lead, or silver? Grevy's, planes, and automobiles. Fantastic, Carol. Love that. Okay. So a whitesmith. Quite a few of you probably went for silver here. That was a silversmith. Coppersmith was a greensmith. Lead was just a leadsmith. It's tin. Tinsmith. It was called a whitesmith. Pablo, new person I think. Jim Bob, WWFC. And Bradley Welch. Bradley's Welch cousin. Alright, Armand Duplantis holds the world record of 6.3 metres in what event? We want the first letter here. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Victoria. A lot of people would have put silver down because it's whitish, but yeah, it's tin actually. Alright, Armand Duplantis, who is a brilliant athlete and has grey hair and is very handsome, which seems unfair to me, is the world record holder at pole vault. Pole vault. Fandango, Rihanna and Antonia. The regulars getting the bonuses. See, they're the ones. They're in quick. If you want bonuses, you have to be one of the first 3 people to answer it right. That's what you have to do. I think that's the end of round 1, is it? That's the general knowledge round over. And, oh, look at this. Max is not first. Very unusual for him. Max is normally flying, but new person, Mazier. Is that like you were Maisie, but now you're more Maisie, so you're Mazier? If it is, I'm all on board with it. It's awesome. Conal, you're new as well. Every Day I'm Hustling is doing very well, but had a bit of a fall back last time. Ellie Belly, Exley, Soapy Finch, Teddy Ruxpin, Brad's Welsh cousin, and Cla making up the top 10. But you're doing alright. So not too bad. Do not look at who's 245th. Don't worry, I'll look at who's 244th and then I'll stop, Alex. Then I'll stop. Okay. We'll move on. Let's go on to the second round. So it's the theme round. This theme is on dogs. So every week this theme is different. It's on doggies this time. So let's see how well you know your doggies. Question 1. Corgis were bred for what purpose? Were they lap dogs, hunting rabbits, herding cattle, or catching mice? Can I get a different opinion on dinosaurs? Yeah, I think that dinosaurs get too much good press. The megafauna, like the giant mammals and stuff, should get just as much. Giant armadillos should be just as cool. Loads of people get this wrong. This is one of the things where everybody thinks it's God, my hair looks ridiculous. Anyway, everybody thinks it's something else, that they're lapdogs and everything. They were actually bred to herd cows. To herd cows. Who knew? Well, we'll find out who knew. Haywood Jabloni. Brilliant. That's it. You can retire now. Rose and Stuart now. Well done. Still can't believe a deck of cards won't be in the same order around the world. It's just maths. Okay, what breed of dog is Snoopy? Is he a Great Dane, Labrador, a Beagle, or a Poodle? Yeah, nipping at their feet and barking at them with the corgis. They just... Right, What breed of dog is Snoopy? 199 if you got this right. We've nearly 250 people active playing. This is great. He is, of course, a beagle. That face. Clinton Fandango, Chunkamunk, and Max with the bonus as well done. Alright, what is the name of the dog in The Wizard of Oz? We want the first letter here. Peanuts is the best animation of all time. Not even close. It's not even in the top 50. Not, I would say even 100. Okay.
I'll get you, you and your little Toto too.
He blesses the rains down in Africa. It is Toto. Cheyenne, Antonia, and Max. Look at this. Regulars. There's 250 people playing. What are the rest of you doing? You having a sleep? Get those answers in quick. Alright, which breed of dog has won Crufts the most times with 7 best in show wins? Most of them by a single breeder, by the way. Red Setter, Cocker Spaniel, Poodle, or Welsh Terrier. So this, I think 4 of them or 5 of them were won by a single person. So, which is pretty spectacular if you care about that, about doggy modelling. I have to say, I went to Crufts one year. I was much more interested in the skee ball competition. The doggy modelling, it just isn't for me. But a lot of people love the Cocker Spaniel. Rose, again, absolutely smashing it on dogs. Alex and me, Groplex. That's a bit weird. Okay. Who voiced the barks for Stan's gay dog, Sparky, in season 1 of South Park? Brad Pitt, Adam Sandler, Bruce Willis, or George Clooney? Your dog is a gay homosexual. Great episode. It's Big Gay Al's Big Gay Boat Ride, isn't it? I think so. Alright, 57 if you got this right. Probably a lot of you thought it might have been Adam Sandler, maybe. But it was George Clooney. It feels like a George Clooney side quest. It absolutely is. Bit of Clooney. Dylan B, Levi, and Rose with the answers there. Alright, what did a dog called Pickles famously find after it being stolen? The World Cup trophy, the Mona Lisa, the Irish Crown Jewels, or George III's wig? So, this was in 1966 in England. It was the World Cup trophy. Found it. He actually ended up dying very shortly afterwards. I think he died in 67 or something. Pickles, he got sick. Pablo, Princess Consuela, Banana Hammock, and El Hadj Diouf is back. The dog Crab appears in what Shakespeare play? I've asked this one before, so who's been paying attention? What You Do About Nothing, The Tempest, Two Gentlemen of Verona, or As You Like It? So this is a recycled question from my quizzes. I asked it a couple of months ago, I think. But I thought, you know what, let's lob it in there. Lob it in there, boss. See who finds it, because there's loads of new people. They might not have heard it. And it's a good fact. It's a good quiz fact, this. Turns out a very appropriate 69 if you remembered this. It's Two Gentlemen of Verona. It's the only scripted dog in Shakespeare. So if you ever ask that question, there you go. He's called Crab and he's in Two Gentlemen of Verona. Megaplex, Rose and Cheyenne. I think Rose might be in for her best ever round here. Anyway. Pongo and Perdita are dog characters in which of these? Bluey, Paw Patrol, 101 Dalmatians, The Secret Life of Pets. So, Pongo and Perdita. Who are they in? Perdita needs an awful lot of maternity leave. 101 Dalmatians. Though they're not all hers. Bertie Davo, Hansa, and Agatha Christie. 3 new people getting bonuses. Love that. Okay, Chihuahuas originated in which country? Don't ask me if that's spelled correctly, because I can never remember how to spell Chihuahuas. I think it might be right, but I'm not sure. What do you think of the Cruella film? I haven't seen it, Abraham. I haven't seen it. Okay, they are from Mexico. There's actually a state in Mexico, I think, called Chihuahua. Yeah, 162 if you got that right. The rest of you weren't paying attention. Antonia, Pickled Onions, and Teddy Ruxpin, 3 regulars. Alright, last one of the doggy round. How many dogs usually race in a greyhound race? 4, 5, 6, or 7? Same as the cheese. Is there Chihuahua cheese? Yeah, but this is 6. points go to Bradley Walsh. Oh, not Bradley Welsh. Brad is here himself. Yeah, thanks for coming along, Brad. It's fair play. Platform 8 and Holly with the bonuses. Okay, end of round 2 and parity has been restored. Mazier fell away a little bit after an excellent opening round. Every day I'm hustling back up in the running again. And Exley. Dinkers, you're new. Dinkers, is that a new person in the top 5? Outrageous. The rest of you need to pull up your game, pull up your socks. Ellie Belly, Clinton Vandango, Conal, and birthday boy Abraham. Happy birthday, Abraham. In the top 10. What more of a present? Bradley Walsh is your mother. Cheyenne, we need to talk. The real Bradley Walsh is your mother. Interesting. All right. Round 3 is the eliminator round. This is fairly straightforward. There's 6 options. So some of these questions are really hard, but the wrong answers disappear one by one. The quicker you answer, the more points you get. So if you take the risk when there's more options, you might get it wrong, or you can jump in there and get some extra points. All right. How many Oscar nominations has Meryl Streep had? 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, or 24? There's a lot of people playing today, so if you're doing a bit worse than usual, it's not too bad, in terms of placing. If you're doing better than usual, well done, because there's a lot of people playing. Yeah, 63 of you got this right. She has the most Oscar nominations, I think, of any actor anyway. It's 21. There's a couple of people in technical categories who get nominated every year, but 21 is frankly outrageous. She's only won 3. I think she deserves more. As they said in Modern Family, Meryl Streep could be cast as Batman and it'd be the right decision. Tom, Agatha Christie, and JJ70. Well done. All right. What colour has a shade called vermilion? All the colours. There you go. So it's from mercury ore, I think it is, called cinnabar. And they use it to make a very, very bright shade of this colour. A lot of random letters being thrown in the chat, but it is very much a really, really, really bright red. Teddy Ruxpin, Cheyenne, and Stuart. Well done. Okay. Which country's second largest country is Medellin? Is it Ecuador, Venezuela, Peru, Colombia, Argentina, or Bolivia? Oh, which one? Everybody in. Have we got it? 240 people answered. 141 of you got it right. It is Colombia. That was where the cocaine cartels. How do you play? Becky, the instructions are on the screen. You install one of those 2 apps, joined by PIN. We're about halfway through, so you want to get a move on, but I do this regularly. All right, Jim Bob, Teddy, and Enda with the bonuses. Seriously, there's 240 of answering. You need to answer quicker, everyone else. Get some bonuses in. When did the woolly mammoth go extinct? Oh, there you go. I don't see. Oh, at least the easy one went first. It wasn't last Tuesday. That was a bit of a hint. Trying to answer fast. It is. There's a lot of people who are smashing the answers in here. I have to say, it's difficult getting in ahead of them. All right. So when did it go? 14 or 4,000 years ago. Well, they were still around when they were building the Great Pyramid of Giza. Weirdly, on a little island off Siberia. 4,000 years ago. They're only a blink in geological time away. That's why you can still get dig up legs with hair and muscle and stuff on them. JJ, Kat, and Matthew with the bonuses. Okay, conchigli pasta is what shape? So what shape is conchigli? Or conchigli, probably, if in Italian. Yeah, there's a scammer in the chat, by the way. Don't ever fall for things like that, okay? Anyway, conch is a type of seashell. Bonus points, platform 8, Big T, and Bex. It's the first one you've known. But these ones are meant to be a bit hard. That's why the disappearing things makes it a bit better. Okay, what would you most likely do with Eastern European slivovitz? So what would you most likely do with it? Some science questions. I mix in physics. I mix in. Sometimes I have entire science rounds, but it's just the look of the draw. Okay, would you drink it or would you wear it? Well, neither of them are a good option, to be honest, because it's plum brandy. it's rough. I've had a rough night on Slivovitz. It's a shot of it for your 21st in Prague. Yeah, a shot would be about as much as you should take. It's awful stuff. Not for me at all. Megroplex, Max, and Levi with the bonuses there. All right. In The Hobbit, what is the name of the pub where Bilbo meets the dwarves to set off on their quest? So in The Hobbit. It's the pub in Bywater in the Shire. The Manticore is in Onward, the Pixar movie, but the Green Dragon. And I'm going to New Zealand in August, and I'm going to go and have lunch in the Green Dragon, which is going to be great. Rose, Rian, and Cheyenne with the bonuses. Well done. All right, in the Chinese zodiac, what animal will represent 2026? What animal will do this year? I think Chinese New Year is it next week, the week after, something like that. You've been to Hobbiton, it's fantastic. Oh, I can't wait, to be honest. My kids are looking forward to it as well. How do I know all this? It's my job. I drink and I know things. I'm like Tyrion Lannister. Alright. It's the year of the horse. It's a fire horse year. Apparently that's doubly good luck. Not that I believe in luck, but there you go. Like that Discworld was in there. Yeah, I love a bit of Discworld. Not gonna lie to you, it's one of my favourite things. Pratchett's one of my favourite authors of all time. I think you'll do live shows for Ant-Man. We're looking into it, but it's trying to plan stuff is hard. Alright, Cheyenne, Diana's cabbies, Luke and Eddie. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck? But what is a woodchuck? So, what's a woodchuck? What's the best thing about my job? It's really good fun, and everybody thinks I'm super clever, even though I'm not all that clever. And I get loads of praise for doing very little work. It's basically fantastic. All right, it is 80 if you got this right. It's another word for a groundhog. That's all it is. Matthew, CLA, and the Not So Dark Destroyer. All right, who played Flashheart in Blackadder? Love Flashheart. All right, bridesmaid, like the beard, gives me something to hang on to. Brilliant. Woof. It is the one and only, much lost, and he also played Peeves in the Harry Potter movies, but didn't make the cut. It was Rick Mail. Would have loved to have seen that. Sammy, Max, and Clara. End of round 3, and it's very close at the top. Oh, there is only 7 points in it. A single answer. Teddy Ruxpin, Emery Day, I'm hustling. Fell down a little there. Not the greatest round. Clinton Benengo, Beth, Cla, Princess Consuela, Banana Hammock came out of nowhere. Ellie Belly, and Frenchie too. At the top 10. Well done. I can't believe the title is mine. Don't listen to him, Eve. Okay. We're going to move on to everybody's favourite round. This is where, especially Carol, I don't know why, Carol decides to plummet down the table with the gambling round. So how this one works is I give you the topic. You get to bet 0, 10, 20 or 30 points. If you get it right, you win that many points. If you get it wrong, you lose that many points. So you can go up 300 and you can go down 300 in this round. Let's see how you do. Question 1 is on horse racing. Place your bets. How the scores so high? It scores so high. Are they week to week? No, that's just this week. Okay, last few couple of seconds to get your bets in, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How many unique fences are there on the Grand National course? So they jump more than this because they jump some of them twice. But how many fences are there? Unique fences. Okay, they do 30 jumps altogether, but they don't jump 2 of them twice. They jump 14 of them twice, and 2 just once. So 16 total unique fences. Is horse racing a sport? Yes. Question 2. TV talent shows. Place your bets. Bank holiday in Ireland caught me usually playing. That'll happen. It is one thing actually the UK needs to sort itself out with. Ireland has bank holiday in February, bank holiday in March, and bank holiday in October. That needs to happen. Needs to happen. All right, who won X Factor the year One Direction came third? Ollie Murs, Matt Cardle, Little Mix, or Leona Lewis? Who beat One Direction? Okay, 139 of you got this right. It was Matt Cardle. Second was Rebecca Ferguson. She was indeed. Okay, question 3 is on tennis. Place your bets. Doesn't matter, Dave, if you're awful. It's not about winning. It's about having a laugh. Right, everybody got your bets in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Who won the Australian Open men's title today? So, in the news, who won the men's Australian Open today? Was it Sinner, Djokovic, Alcaraz, or Zverev? That's how you pronounce his name? Zverev? I've only ever seen it written down, actually. If I do watch tennis, I tend to turn the sound off. It was Carlos Alcaraz, and he's only 22, and he's got a career slam, which is absolutely astonishing achievement. Absolutely astonishing. Every time you think, Federer's retired, he's the best there's ever going to be. New tennis people come along. So I think it'll be a long time before someone beats Serena's records in the women's. Anyway, question 4 is on ships. Place your bets. Yeah, he is the youngest ever to do it, Carol. 22. I think, is he 22 or 23? Something like that. Astonishing. Absolutely astonishing. Especially on all the different surfaces. Not relationships, no, actual ships. Okay, everybody in with their bets. Let's go. The largest cruise ships in the world, Icon of the Seas and Star of the Seas, are owned by what company? P&O, Royal Caribbean, Disney, or Carnival Cruises? Think you're bottom of the table? No, somebody has to be bottom. You're holding everybody else up. Don't worry, there's a lot of people who are losing points here. All right, these are absolutely gigantic. They're over 300 meters long. You could fit the Titanic in the bathroom. It is Royal Caribbean. Have you ever been on a cruise? No, not my idea of fun, I have to say. Not something that appeals to me. Question 5 is on 2000s TV. All right, place your bets. 2000s TV. Okay, everybody in. Who played Peggy Olson in Mad Men? Christina Hendricks, Elizabeth Moss, January Jones, or Kiernan Shipka? All actresses who appeared in the series, but who played Peggy? So niche. This is one of the biggest TV shows of all time. Your knowledge is niche. She's also quite a famous actress. She's been in loads of other stuff. Her name is Elizabeth Moss. Christina Hendricks played Joan. January Jones played Don Draper's wife. Can't remember her first name. And Kiernan was their daughter. Question 6 is on medical terms. Place your bets. Place your bets on medical terms. Some people just fire in 30 for this no matter what. Doesn't matter what I say. All right. Pertussis is the medical term for what illness? Whooping cough, chickenpox, mumps, or measles? Cheese. Yeah, good guess, Carol. Okay. Pertussis is the medical term for what illness? It is whooping cough. Okay, question 7. This is potential banana skin because there's so many of these, but you might know it. Collective nouns. So that's names for groups of things. So a group of chasers is called an argument. Some of these are impossible. All right, is everybody in? Has everybody got their bets in? Are we all going to... All right, we're going to smash it. All right, what is the collective noun for a group of cats? Sounder, ambush, tussle, or clouder? Very hard to vote. It is really tricky to do these questions because there's so many different versions. I'm going to go with like what's usually like. So it is clouder. Sounder is usually for pigs. Ambush is for widows, actually. And a tussle I just made up, but it might well be a collective noun for something. What's this app called? The app is called RedTooth Smart Quiz. It's written on the screen over there. See it? All right, question 8. High street retail chains. Place your bets. Did I write it myself? I did. So if there's any errors, it's because I smashed this together this afternoon in about half an hour. And tigers and ambush as well, are they? Didn't know that, Candle. That's good knowledge. So place your bets, everyone, on high street chains. H&M's headquarters are in which city? Madrid, New York, Stockholm, or London? It's fun. Oh, you're a question writer. Oh, nice. Do you do it for quiz shows, or do you do it for leagues, or what do you do? Okay, they are a Swedish company, so they're in Stockholm. Question 9 is on weapons. Place your bets on weapons. You're an animal lover, so no good with general knowledge. Those two things are not mutually exclusive. You haven't got a single question right at all. It's a 1 in 4 chance. That's really unlucky. Quiz shows. You did Tipping Point and BOL last year. A few of my friends right for the chase. Oh, nice. They're not my friends. They're my enemies. I know. They're good people. The people who right for the chase. Right, everyone's in. What type of weapon was a samurai's wakizashi? Was it a short sword, a bow, a spear, or a throwing star? Has there ever been a countries round? Yeah, I've done countries. I've done capital cities. I've done flags. I've done